true.
Question. Imagine going to a church to find out when you get older that they want you to marry the ushers so they can get a green card. Your aunt from Jamaica is sleeping with the dean, and the pastor and his accomplices are money laundering and someone wound up dead from that group. Would you continue to attend the church?
Oh, hell no.
100.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. A lot of the time, like sometimes, like from a person like me that grew up in a background of like church and religion, you know, church and religion tries to make it look like they're the most sacred place ever, but a lot of bullshit and a lot of like jealousy and shit happens within like churches and congregations. So it's kind of like hearing, like, you telling me all that shit, like through those bits, I'm not even surprised, because I've seen some crazy shit in like
just
churches and
here,
stuff.
You guys, he'll help you warn Captain Quantum. That Ratchet's got everything handled right now.
And then what I hate about like not church, but what I hate about people from church is that they try to act like sometimes like they're the most holiest people, but they're actually the most fucked up people. Like I feel like in life,
Are there more of those things now?
the worst people that I met in life went to church.
Well, the sooner we find Pierre, the sooner we can get to fixing all of this. Somehow.
We will find a way, like always.
Copyright! Copyright!
Night for an execution.
Hi! Could we please speak with Captain Quantum?
It's caused some of them the Antichrist to take.
Yeah, but I'm not saying every church is like that. But I've been in situations where like people in church would be like, you know, the biggest hypocrites. They'd be like, hey, you can't do this, but then they do it themselves. It's like, oh, like I remember one time, dude, there was a guy that I knew in church, right? One day, it was like way back. I was like, I listened to Lady Gaga, and I was like, hey, I think Lady Gaga's a good artist. He was like, you're listening to music of the world? You listen to Lady Gaga? Ugh! I can't believe this.
Looks like they were spying on you.
And then, right? And then like when he kind of went in on me that one time, like, oh, I can't believe you listen to Lady Gaga. You know she's of the world. Then out the wazoo, motherfucker, like I catch him on like Instagram, or I think it was Facebook on the time. Dude's listening to all type of reggaeton, freaking showing his abs off, going to parties with girls, and I'm like, you a hypocrite. You were coming at me for listening to Lady Gaga, but you out here doing 10 times worse shit than me. That's why, like, me, as a person, like I don't go to church as much, but whenever, like, my family wants me to go, I'll go with them, right? But it's like, I would never be a person to try to point out your faults and shit.
In my own
Something with that telescope.
experience of church, I tend to justify the most horrific shit, like pretending to be unconscious and then waking up after drinking a bunch of
My pocket's got nothing. Hear us sing and bells will ring. Ding, ding, ding. Good. A little.
That's another thing I can't stand. Yo,
the death of one of the church members from everyone saying that she went back to Ghana.
nah, bro. It's bullshit like that happens. And yo, I'm not saying every girl. I'm not saying every girl. But there's a good portion of girls that be going to church on Sunday And the night before, they were at a goddamn reggaeton party, twerking their ass off, pussy lips flying in the air. And then they think, oh, just because they go to church the next day, it like cleans off the slate. I'll be like, it don't work like that, missy. They be trying to be slick. And then they try to act like they're the holiest of peoples.
What was that?
I've seen it all, dude.
Moving, please.
They'd be like, oh my God, you don't go to church enough. I'd be like, weren't you the bitch yesterday in Manhattan in that club? What's it called? La Boom? Weren't you the one upside down taking shots out your booty hole? And then they'd be like, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Be careful.
Oh my God.
Hey, buddy. When all this is over, can you help me find the Lombaxes?
Of course, Ratchet. You changed your mind?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Before today,
I gotta get rid of these rings.
I
You said the night after or the same night. Bro. It's nuts.
Well, maybe you aren't by I am. Why do church girls have their pussies wet 24/7 and especially as soon as church finishes? Run steaming fish
the Dimensionator could only bring me trouble.
Yo,
Without
yo,
it, I would have never met Lily
Yo.
or Kit.
yo, church girls sometimes be the most horniest. But you know why? But you know why I think it is that it's that way? It's because it's kind of like, especially when you're brought up in like a family where they're kind of like, you can't do anything. You know.
Girlie, I can't be out here talking
I think
about
that
church
means something.
when I saw you at 12.
Oh my God, that's the worst case scenario, Kuro. No, but it's like I was saying, when you're living a life where you can't do a lot of things, right? Like imagine being brought up in like you're in a family that's very church oriented. They're like, hey, you can't go out, you can't drink, you can't party with friends, you can't be in a relationship. If you're gonna be in a relationship with anybody, it has to be with someone that's within the congregation, somebody that believes in Jesus Christ, somebody that follows his word. You cannot have any type of sexual intercourse or any type of sexual advances unless you guys are in a committed relationship and marriage. Like they put all these stipulations on you. You can imagine like these girls are like short-circuiting, especially guys too. Like hormones is raging. You're like, Then the second a girl be like, yo, can you give me a hug? That's when they be grabbing you and they be like, oh, que rico. And then you be like, yo, chill. Like church just finished 2 seconds ago. Relax.
Nothing. He has never been able to defeat us. I spotted that Lombax! Explosives incoming!
You said it do make sense because church teens / kids growing up this day. And yo, I mean, it's not even this day. It's just in general because, you know, when you're growing up, hormones is raging, especially like for guys, like when guys are like in their teens, dude, like you be getting a boner for anything, dude. Like you literally run into a wall. You look down, you got a goddamn teepee. You're like, what the hell happened? It's crazy. I nuked the shit out of them.
Please let that be all the critters.
You said, are you speaking from personal experience? There's a bit of personal experience in there because, like I said, I grew up in a, like I grew up with a family that was very church oriented.
Why settle for a peg leg when you could have a big leg? sizes come in big, huge, and there they blow. And all sizes are 50% off if you show your ticket from today's execution. Big Leg Larry's. We be big.
Big Leg Larry's.
Anything holy coming from these church girls are the ones they're throwing around when the doors are closed.
Is that a sandwich?
I wonder how the church would react if someone pulled to Sunday school dressed up as Devil Kazoo.
Tuh.
Listen here, pup. Help release me. I shall give ye this nice beautiful, eh?
Brother Jonathan wasn't that bad.
He's not an entirely fair.
Curse ye pup. Let him out.
Bro, that hypocrisy reminds
So
me
what
of the
are
health nut who I
executions
used
like?
to
Tis
work
me
with.
first
He
one
used to
today.
get on all
Tiger!
food for lunch and try to
You will not make it out alive, Longback!
snuck behind him and caught
Oh.
him.
If we be
No, that's the type of people I hate. The people who try to do shit like that. Hey, man, what are you eating, bro? Wow, you're eating a donut from Dunkin' Donuts? Damn, you're not healthy. You gotta learn how to eat a healthy lifestyle, man. You can't be out here eating donuts. Then you catch them eating some like super unhealthy shit. And I'd be like, bro, don't you ever come to me talking to me about eating healthy again. Because I just saw you in the back eating some goddamn Jolly Ranchers. And that's all you have for lunch, is some Jolly Ranchers. Your teeth are blue, my guy.
we can still make the execution!
What's happening? The dimensional cataclysm is getting worse.
Great! Rift goons!
We are not done yet. Another rift is opening up.
No, thank you.
Boggy is finna make me blush. She-e-e-eesh 1-1.
U-U-R-R-A-A-E-E. U-U-R-R-A-A-E-E.
Okay,
U-U-R-R.
was that all the pirates on this planet? Because it sure felt like it.
Oh, we are never that lucky.
But yeah, man, it's very unfortunate. This girl I knew in middle school, she said that she was a vegan, but she was eating the school's chicken sandwiches an hour later. I remember one time there was a girl I knew in church. She used to be like, hey, I eat healthy food. All she ate was bread with butter. Get the fuck out my face with that shit.